Hello again. As promised, I just wanted to finish up the summary for this week's task list. I've already discussed sessions 1 and 2, so I will go into the document and just very quickly reiterate a little bit of that and then go over session 3. So in session 1 of this week, you're reading choice articles about special populations. So they deal with students with learning disabilities, and English language learners. You have to choose one article from each of the categories, and you're going to share your ideas using the Utilize, Say, Mean, Matter, which is in Google Classroom. And then again, very importantly, don't forget that you have to view a video on Universal Design for Learning. And then I've provided you with an article that I want you to imagine you would be teaching to a middle school or high school classroom. And based on that article and on the readings and the video, I want you to share and consider the ways that you would differentiate instruction around that article. So again, if we go back to the task list for session 2, as I already mentioned, I want you to continue working on the vocabulary presentation, which is in Google Classroom. And again, if you go into Google Classroom, you can find the vocabulary sign-up sheet. And I wanted you to go ahead and sign up for one of the strategies that you will be presenting. As I said, this is exactly where the sign-up sheet would take you to, with a list of possible strategies, and you choose one and present it. And then you are going to upload it into this Padlet that has a link. So moving on, task list 3, the third session and final session for this week, I am asking you to view the presentation, the module or the PowerPoint presentation as always, and I've provided a link for that. It's really a very short presentation that deals with fluency. And then I want you to read chapters 3 and 4 from the Fluent Reader, and I've provided a link for that as well. So once you click on here, you'll see that I've made copies of the Fluent Reader by Timothy Renzinski, who is a leader and very prolific scholar in the area of fluency. And I also want you to watch a webinar where he discusses fluency. And again, I've provided a link for that as well. If you go here, you'll see that it takes you to a YouTube channel. And there's
Greetings.
Welcome. There is a webinar where he discusses supporting fluency instructions for all readers. So if we go back to the instructions for that, Renzinski doesn't start presenting until about minute 4. So you can just begin the presentation, your viewing of the presentation at minute 4, and then stop at around minute 35, because after that, there's just a question and answer. I mean, you're more than welcome to listen to the question and answer, but what I'm really interested in you listening to is from minutes 4 through 35. And then I want you to respond in Google Classroom under Fluency Post 1. And again, I'm going to go into the Google Classroom, and remember, the easiest way to find these, the post would be to look it up on the left-hand side, and you're going to find here that I provided a space where you would be uploading your assignment or your response. So again, if we go back to the task list, this is what you'll see for session 3. And I'm asking you to respond. So please choose one specific question from the 5 which are presented below, and respond as part of your conversation about fluency. In addition, be sure to respond in someone else's post about a different question and address them by name. So you're going to choose one of these 5 questions that I've provided for you here after having read the Fluent Reader and after having watched the webinar. So once you choose the question that you're answering, you answer it, and then you make sure that you also comment on one of your classmates' responses. And that would conclude this week's 3 sessions. So again, remember that the presentation for your strategy or chosen strategy, being collaborative strategic reading, reciprocal teaching, or close reading, is in fact due this Sunday, August 6th. If you need more time, just let me know. And again, in Google Classroom, and I'll go there again, I have provided some how-to videos. But again, if you find that you're much more comfortable with a PowerPoint and you feel that you can include the information that we need to know in order to get to know the strategy and how to use it, I think that that would also suffice. It's completely up to you. And that is it for this week's task list review. If there's anything else that you need to know, if there are any questions whatsoever, again, please do not hesitate to email me or text me. I am here to help. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye-bye.